Pomme d'Arenette, pomme de pie, dappy dappy rouge. Bonjour à tous, c'est Mackenzie. Pomme d'Arenette, pomme d'appy, dappy dappy gris. Hey guys, it's been a while since I've talked to you till last time, and I have so much to tell you, things that I'm just so excited about, and I've just become super lucky, and I'm very excited for these upcoming months. So just this last weekend, I got to go up to Bordeaux and stay the whole entire weekend with my first host sister, Emma. She had a college visit and she invited me to go up and stay with her for throughout the whole entire weekend, which was absolutely amazing because we stayed with a friend who goes to college there. So she has this little apartment right in the middle of the city, and it's absolutely amazing. So I enjoyed every second of that. When we got there the first night, we just kind of like hung out and like talked. The next day, we went to the college tour, and I got to see this humongous, beautiful business school. And while I was there, I kind of texted my mother and I was like, "Hey, is there any chance I could like go to college in France also?" So I might be looking into maybe doing another exchange throughout my college experience, because I think that'd be super fun. It'd be a super way to progress even more in my French. Then after the college visit, we had some friends come over to the house, and we ordered about like 4 different pizzas, large pizzas, and we just had girls' night, and we all just stayed home and talked, and it was really, really fun. One of the girls I had already known, one of the girls was completely new to me, and it was just so much fun to like catch up with one and get to know the other, and like I'm really starting to be able to use my French. And so it's just really super fun to me, and like you never see your progress until like you notice that you're understanding everything. Like in restaurants, they ask you a question and you can answer it, or you understand something that you wouldn't have before, and then you think back and you're like, wow, I couldn't even say hello or introduce myself very well when I got here the first day. And it's crazy to see your progress like that, and it's super exciting. I'm super, super happy. The last day, we all woke up and we had a brunch at this beautiful, beautiful little square in the middle of the town. We sat right on the base floor and ate. We had chocolate chaud, which is kind of like hot chocolate, and orange juice and Nutella and bread, and then we had jam and yogurt, and I had ham and cheese, and it was absolutely delicious, and I loved it so much, and I want to eat it again. I'll put a picture of that breakfast right here because it was absolutely delicious. I'm also going to insert a couple pictures that I took throughout the village when we were walking around after the brunch, because we ate so much we needed to walk off some of it, or else I would have needed to take a nap. But here's some of the pictures that we took throughout the village too. Okay, so this might be super strange, but I'm very, very, very excited about it for some reason. Before I came here, I made a little bucket list of things I wanted to do in France, and oddly enough, I put on my list of things that I wanted to do is buy a wetsuit. And guess what I bought the other day? Yeah. So January here is like their big sales, which they called solds. Um, and we went to a Roxy store, and they had all of the wetsuits hanging in the background. And jokingly, I wasn't joking, but like I was like, maybe I can try one on. And they're like, yeah, of course you can. So like we went back to the back, we picked one out, I put it on, and I'm just like, can I go surfing now, please? And so I'll show you guys that now. I'm so excited. Here's my wetsuit. Hopefully I'll be able to go surfing in Texas. I'm planning on maybe driving down to Galveston or Corpus Christi and surfing every like 2-3 months when I get back to Texas. But my mom pointed out that she doesn't know if they're going to be wearing full bodysuits like this, so I may stick out like a sore thumb. But that's okay, because I can just be like, I bought it in France, so... Psh. Lastly, I posted on Facebook. If you guys had any questions, you could ask me, which is still up for grabs. If you'd like to ask me a question or want to contact me in any way, contact me through Facebook, Mackenzie Grumbles. I'm there and I will answer your questions and I would love to talk to you. But for the 3 questions that I'm going to answer for this vlog is 1, fitness and stretching. So this is actually something that I've been working on lately, just because I'm eating all the time here. No kidding, it's France. So my suggestions with that are literally, you have to make a routine and you have to press yourself to do it. Find something that you're passionate about. For me, I'm very, very competitive. And for a dancer, you want to be at the top of your game all the time. So what I did is I wrote a little essay to myself that I posted on my wall, and every morning I read it. And basically it's like, respect your body, work really hard. If you're not working, someone else is, and they're getting better than you are, which is what pushes me to work even harder towards myself. Also, now I'm in the stages of where I'm getting to see the progress that I've made in my body, and it's really pressing me even harder to really tackle these things and get them done. And so it's super exciting to be at that moment right now. For stretching, make sure you work out before or warm up your body, do some jumping jacks or something, because stretching cold muscles is like stretching a rubber band that you've had in the refrigerator and it's gonna pop. If you warm up your muscles first and then start stretching them, you're gonna get a whole lot more out of it than you will if you don't. Third, I think that's third, breathe. You have to breathe, and you have to hold it for a long time. You can't just be like, middle splits and done. You have to get into that middle splits. Don't hold your breath, breathe through, stretch, and let the sink happen. Let all that good out of your system. It also relaxes you. Health tips really fast also is that just lower your portion sizes. Stop eating when you're not hungry anymore. I know a lot of people like to eat what they have in front of them, but a lot of the time what we have in front of us is more than what our stomachs need. And so when you notice that you're no longer hungry, save the rest. And then you're saving money and you're saving food, because you're going to eat that later, you know? So just make sure you're lowering your portion sizes. Do not eat sugar in the morning because your body can't metabolize it that fast. You're usually not doing that many active things in the morning. Wait till the afternoon maybe if you're going to have something sweet. Drink lots of water, and those are my tips for fitness and stretching. Thanks for asking the question, Cameron. Love you, girl. Ashley, you asked about me doing a little taste test. I don't have the time to do a little taste test here thing, but I will tell you what my favorite things here are to eat. In the morning, I have bread with a little bit of butter and a little bit of jam on top, but what I love the most is I have a very natural yogurt that I, instead of adding sugar into, put the jam itself into, and I stir it up so I can change my flavoring of my yogurt depending on how I feel that morning. So I'll have apricot or cherry or fig or whatever I have, like whatever jam I have, and I just kind of mix that in there. And it's a lot healthier for you because we have real natural jams here. So like everything's super natural, not man-made sugars. It's all natural and fruity. So it's perfect. How we use our forks and knives here is kind of something that I wanted to talk to you about too in the food matter. It's weird because you don't really use it as like you would like poke and then like cut. You do for like meats, but as soon as you're done with that, you flip it over and you use your knife to push everything onto your fork. You never actually like stick anything. You always push things. For pasta, for salad, for all these different things, you never poke anything. You just you use your knife to like push it onto your fork, and then you eat it like that. And it took me a while to like be able to do it because like at first my wrist felt weird and I was like, is this how you do it? I can't tell. But now like it's kind of like natural and I can just kind of like feed myself. Lastly, I am obsessed with this chocolate bar stuff named Milka. You guys have probably heard of it before. It's really famous over here. But it looks like this. And I got one that literally has an Oreo bar in it. So it's like a chocolate bar with Oreos, and you can get like cookies inside and like graham crackers inside, and like I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Thanks actually for asking that question. I absolutely love the food here, so I'll keep in touch with you guys on that throughout the updates. Dorian, you asked, what are the differences between the students here and the students in Fredericksburg? Well, first of all, the school's really different. The classes are really different, but they don't offer outside activities here. They have rugby and they have handball, and that's about it. So we don't have like chess club and Minds Craft Club and Knitwits and like all these like choir, and you don't have those things. So we don't have like the jocks and the cheerleaders and the dancers and the this and the that, the bandies. Like we don't really have that here. Everyone's kind of just one big group of people, and we all mutually respect each other. You don't say, oh, like that person's a musician or this person's a that. You just know that because you're friends with them and that you know everyone. Also, the teachers are kind of mean to you if you don't understand something. So, like, a lot of students really pay attention and they understand what's going on in class because, like, the teacher will call you out and they're like, hey, listen, you don't understand what's going on, you child. One time the physics teacher said that. He said something about the children. He's like, I guess I need to reteach the children. And, like, I just kind of laughed and he looked at me and I was just like, sorry, that's not funny. But it really was. Also, they really know their history here. Right now in our history class, we're learning about Australia and all these different places, and when he asks questions that I probably should know, like dates and things, or like the Olympics and who won gold medals and stuff, like everyone's like raising their hands and like knowing it. Like someone the other day answered a question, they're like, oh, that was Jesse Owens. And I'm like, I had no clue that was Jesse Owens. Like they know their history here. And lastly, Jack, I do love you. Why don't you ever text me or call me or anything? So maybe that one's on you. Check yourself before you check me. Hey-o. Okay, guys, that is it for this vlog. I love you guys and I miss you guys and I'm so happy here and I will just update you guys the next time I can. I love you. Talk to you next time. Okie dokie. I'm just yeah, it's kind of like hot chocolate. Like I'm really being able to use my French. Okay, let me get my list really fast because I don't even have that out yet. Okay. And it's absolute. And so she has this little apartment right in the middle of the. I'm planning on not